On the 29th of October 2025, we welcome you to this heartfelt platform where memories live on. Today, we'll honor those we've recently lost, celebrate their incredible journeys, and remember the lasting impact of others. Together, we'll also talk about WWE legend Willow Nightingale's emotional challenges, which have united fans worldwide. Subscribe to join our supportive circle. Sherri Martel, born Sherri Russell on February 8, 1958, was a trailblazing force in professional wrestling, best known by her ring name, Sensational Sherri. A true pioneer, she broke barriers in an era when women in wrestling rarely received the spotlight. Starting her career in the late 1970s, Sherri quickly made a name for herself with her bold personality, striking presence, and unmatched ability to command attention both inside and outside the ring. Her greatest fame came during her time in World Wrestling Entertainment, WWE, where she managed some of the biggest stars in the business. Her partnership with Macho Man Randy Savage remains one of the most memorable manager-wrestler duos in wrestling history, helping elevate his character and storylines to new heights. Sherri also managed Ted DiBiase, the $1 Million Man, among others, always adding flair, intensity, and drama wherever she appeared. Beyond WWE, Sherri made her mark in WCW and ECW, proving her versatility as both a performer and a manager. Her passion for the business and her ability to reinvent herself earned her lasting respect from fans and peers alike. Tragically, Sherri Martel passed away on June 15, 2007, at just 49 years old from an overdose of prescription medication. Though her life was cut short, her legacy endures, an unforgettable talent whose energy, charisma, and influence continue to inspire the wrestling world. Atsushi Aoki, born on September 25, 1977 in Japan, was a respected and beloved professional wrestler whose passion for the sport left a lasting mark on fans and peers alike. He began his wrestling journey in the late 1990s, training under seasoned mentors who helped shape his skill and determination. Over the years, Aoki showcased his talent across several major promotions, including Pro Wrestling Noah and DDT Pro Wrestling, quickly earning recognition for his athleticism and dedication. Known for his agility, sharp striking technique, and fearless high-flying maneuvers, Aoki brought energy and excitement to every match he competed in. His performances reflected not only his technical ability, but also his deep love for wrestling. Among his many achievements, winning the DDT Extreme Championship stood out as a testament to his versatility and creativity inside the ring. Beyond his accomplishments, Aoki was admired for his humility, professionalism, and genuine kindness. Fellow wrestlers and fans alike spoke highly of his unwavering work ethic and positive spirit. Tragically, his life was cut short on June 3, 2019, at the age of 41, a loss that deeply affected the wrestling world. Even after his passing, Atsushi Aoki's influence continues to inspire new generations of wrestlers. His legacy lives on through the memories, stories, and respect of those who witnessed his incredible journey and the heart he brought to professional wrestling. Paul Bearer, born William Alvin Moody on April 10, 1954 in Mobile, Alabama, became one of the most unforgettable managers in professional wrestling. Best known as the eerie, high-pitched voice behind The Undertaker, Bearer brought a haunting energy to WWE during the 1990s. With his ghostly pale face, dark suits, and signature urn said to hold the souls of The Undertaker's victims, he helped create some of the most memorable moments in wrestling history. Before his fame, Moody started out as a wrestling referee and later transitioned into managing. His career-changing moment came in 1990 when he was paired with a young Undertaker. Their chemistry was instant. Bearer's chilling presence and theatrical promos perfectly complemented The Undertaker's mysterious, supernatural persona. Together, they became one of wrestling's most legendary duos, and Bearer later played a key role in introducing Kane, The Undertaker's storyline brother, adding even more depth to WWE's mythos. Outside the ring, Moody faced personal struggles, including health and weight issues. Sadly, on March 5, 2013, he passed away at age 58 from a heart attack. His death was felt deeply across the wrestling world as tributes poured in from fans and colleagues alike. Paul Bearer's legacy endures as one of wrestling's greatest characters, a man who brought drama, emotion, and unforgettable storytelling to the sport. Dino Bravo, born Adolfo Bresciano on February 6, 1948 in Montreal, Quebec, was a Canadian professional wrestler celebrated for his strength, charisma, and larger-than-life presence in the ring. Beginning his wrestling career in the 1970s, Bravo quickly rose through the ranks, earning a reputation as one of the most powerful and entertaining competitors in both Canadian and American promotions. Standing 6 feet tall and weighing over 250 pounds, Bravo combined raw power with surprising agility. Fans knew him best for his time in the World Wrestling Federation, WWF, now WWE, during the late 1980s and early 1990s, where he often played the role of the villain. With his confident swagger and bold personality, he knew how to command attention every time he stepped into the spotlight. His signature move, the side suplex, became a match-ending favorite that showcased his remarkable strength. Bravo shared memorable rivalries with wrestling icons like Hulk Hogan and Bret the Hitman Hart, and was briefly associated with the legendary Hart Foundation. Despite his success in the ring, life after wrestling proved difficult. After retiring in the early 1990s, Bravo became entangled in organized crime. Tragically, on March 10, 1993, at just 45 years old, he was murdered in his Montreal home, a crime believed to be tied to his criminal associations. Dino Bravo's story remains a mix of triumph and tragedy, a reminder of a gifted performer whose impact on wrestling endures. Brian Pillman, born on October 27, 1962, in Los Angeles, California, was a trailblazing professional wrestler known for his fearless style and magnetic personality. Before stepping into the ring, he played college football at the University of Miami and was part of the Hurricanes' 1987 national championship team. His athleticism and determination later helped him make a seamless transition into professional wrestling. Pillman first made a name for himself in Stampede Wrestling, teaming with Bruce Hart and adopting the nickname Flying Brian. His high-energy performances and aerial maneuvers quickly earned him a loyal fan base and the attention of major promotions. When he joined WCW, Pillman truly came into his own, introducing the groundbreaking loose cannon persona that blurred the line between reality and fiction. His unpredictable behavior and raw charisma changed how wrestling characters were portrayed, paving the way for a more realistic and edgy era in the industry. In 1996, Pillman signed with WWE, where he continued to push creative boundaries and delivered unforgettable storylines, including his intense rivalry with Stone Cold Steve Austin. Sadly, his promising career was cut short when he passed away at just 35 from a heart condition worsened by past injuries. Though his life ended far too soon, Brian Pillman's influence still echoes through the world of wrestling, inspiring countless performers who followed in his footsteps. Danielle Paltry, known professionally as Willow Nightingale, is one of the brightest lights in modern professional wrestling, a performer whose radiant smile, infectious joy, and magnetic energy have captivated audiences around the world. Born on January 25, 1994, in North Valley Stream, New York, she stands at 1.68 meters and weighs 83 kilograms, embodying both power and grace in equal measure. As one of All Elite Wrestling's most beloved stars, Willow has earned not only championship gold, but also a place in the hearts of fans who see in her a symbol of positivity and perseverance. Yet behind the glowing personality and unshakable optimism lies a story of endurance, sacrifice, and the quiet strength it takes to rise again after being broken, both physically and financially. Her path has been marked by grueling injuries, moments of deep uncertainty, and the constant challenge of holding on to hope when the road ahead seemed impossible. Early dreams and the pursuit of passion. Growing up on Long Island, Willow Nightingale's dreams were bigger than the world around her. She wasn't born into a wrestling family, nor did she have connections in the industry. What she had was raw passion. As a child, she was mesmerized by the spectacle of professional wrestling, the color, the emotion, the storytelling, and the heroism that seemed to leap from the screen. Where others saw entertainment, Willow saw purpose. She wanted not just to watch stories unfold, but to become one of the storytellers. In 2014, she took her first steps into that world by beginning her training, balancing grueling sessions at wrestling schools with multiple part-time jobs. Independent wrestling is a hard path, far from the glamour of television lights. For many, it means sleeping in cars, driving hundreds of miles for small paychecks, and performing in front of tiny crowds just for the chance to be noticed. Willow lived that life. Every dollar she made went back into her dream: gear, travel, food, and training. There were nights when she questioned whether it was worth it, but every time she stepped into a ring, even in the smallest venues, she felt alive. Her joy was contagious. Fans noticed her warmth immediately, her ability to connect deeply with the audience, not through arrogance or aggression, but through authenticity and kindness. Her unique presence, radiant, charismatic, and genuine, began to attract attention across the independent wrestling scene. She wasn't the biggest name or the most polished performer, but her matches were filled with heart and intensity. Her work ethic and infectious personality set her apart in an industry that often rewards bravado over sincerity. Her smile became her armor, her energy, her weapon. By 2015, she officially debuted, and slowly, through grit and perseverance, she carved her path toward a bigger stage, breaking barriers and reaching AEW. When Willow Nightingale eventually made her way to All Elite Wrestling, she did so not as an overnight success, but as a battle-tested performer. Her rise within AEW was gradual but genuine, each appearance building on the last, each match earning more respect from peers and fans alike. What separated Willow from many of her contemporaries was her unwavering positivity, even in defeat. She didn't just wrestle, she radiated. Her enthusiasm became part of her character and her legacy. Her defining moment came when she captured the AEW TBS Championship. For Willow, this victory was more than a career milestone. It was a vindication of every sacrifice she had ever made. It represented the long road from struggling independent shows to standing atop one of wrestling's largest promotions. She carried the title with grace, humility, and a sense of responsibility. For every fan who had ever been told that kindness was weakness, she became a living reminder that strength can exist alongside compassion. However, the journey to the top came with tremendous cost. Beneath the bright lights, Willow's body bore the toll of countless matches, bumps, and bruises. Wrestling's physical demands are unrelenting, and soon her body began to show signs of strain that no amount of positivity could mask. The injuries that shook her world. The first major setback came in the form of a serious knee injury early in her career. What began as nagging pain escalated into a tear that sidelined her for months. For someone used to constant movement, the forced stillness was torturous. The injury meant not only physical pain, but also financial instability. Independent wrestlers don't have the safety net of long-term contracts or comprehensive medical coverage. Every week out of the ring meant lost income, and the cost of treatment and rehabilitation added another layer of stress. Willow faced the dual challenge of healing her body while managing the uncertainty of how to afford the process. Just when she found her footing again, tragedy struck harder. During a match, a brutal accident left her with a broken neck, a life-threatening injury that stunned fans and shook the wrestling community. For weeks, the question loomed. Would she ever wrestle again? The diagnosis was sobering. Doctors warned her that returning to the ring could risk permanent damage or even paralysis. For someone whose identity was built on motion, connection, and performance, the idea of losing it all was devastating. The recovery process was long, filled with sleepless nights, tears, and doubt. Simple tasks like turning her head or lifting light objects became painful reminders of how fragile the human body can be. The world she had built around wrestling suddenly disappeared. She was forced to confront not just physical limitations, but emotional ones as well. The fear of being forgotten, the anxiety of not knowing what her future would look like, and the quiet heartbreak of watching others live the dream she had nearly lost. Recovery, reflection, and the fight for a comeback rehabilitation became Willow Nightingale's new battleground. With the same determination that had fueled her rise in wrestling, she approached recovery with discipline and hope. Physical therapy sessions were grueling, hours spent rebuilding muscle, restoring motion, and managing pain. But more than the physical healing, the recovery period became a time of deep reflection. She began to understand the importance of balance, the fragility of health, and the true cost of chasing a dream without boundaries. The financial strain during this period was significant. Medical expenses accumulated quickly, and the absence of consistent income made things even harder. Despite the challenges, she remained grateful for the support she received from friends, fans, and colleagues. AEW's supportive environment offered her stability, and she learned to adapt financially, budgeting carefully, cutting back on expenses, and finding strength in resourcefulness. These struggles, though painful, shaped her into a more grounded and mindful person. Willow often speaks about how this time away from wrestling forced her to reevaluate her priorities. She realized that her worth wasn't tied solely to her ability to perform. She began to advocate for self-care, for recognizing the signs of burnout, and for respecting one's own body. By the time she was cleared to return, she wasn't the same wrestler who had left. She was stronger, wiser, and more aware of what it meant to truly fight, not just for victory, but for life itself. The triumphant return and new purpose. When Willow finally returned to AEW, the crowd's reaction was thunderous. Her comeback wasn't just a professional moment, it was a human triumph. Every cheer, every chant of her name carried the weight of admiration and relief. Her first matches back were careful, each movement measured, each landing deliberate, but the joy was unmistakable. She had not only survived, but transformed. Her renewed presence in AEW brought a deeper meaning to her performances. Every smile she flashed, every show of strength in the ring, told the story of someone who had faced fear and refused to surrender. She embraced her role not only as an athlete, but as a symbol of resilience. Her journey resonated with anyone who had ever faced obstacles that seemed insurmountable. Through her story, fans saw the power of perseverance and the beauty of self-belief. In recent years, Willow has become more than just a competitor. She's become a mentor and a voice of encouragement within AEW. She continues to balance her love for wrestling with mindfulness about her health. While she still experiences some lingering pain and stiffness from past injuries, she now listens to her body more attentively, resting when necessary, and focusing on long-term wellness over short-term gain. Financial and emotional challenges beyond the spotlight. Though AEW provides more security than the independent circuit, the financial unpredictability of wrestling remains. Injuries and absences can still impact earnings, and the constant travel can strain both body and budget. Willow's financial struggles during her injuries taught her invaluable lessons about stability and preparation. She learned to manage her finances with discipline, setting aside savings and focusing on sustainability rather than constant risk-taking. Emotionally, the hardest challenge was the temporary loss of identity. Wrestling had been her life for so long that being away from it felt like losing a part of herself. The isolation of recovery, the uncertainty about her future, and the fear of disappointing her fans created moments of profound sadness. But through it all, Willow found strength in connection. Her fans' messages, her family's support, and the camaraderie of fellow wrestlers reminded her that she was never truly alone. Resilience, redemption, and legacy. Today, at 31 years old, Willow Nightingale stands as one of the most inspirational figures in professional wrestling. Her journey is not just about wins and titles, it's about survival, courage, and compassion. The broken neck and knee injury that could have ended her career instead became turning points that defined her resilience. She embodies the belief that no matter how hard life strikes, the will to rise can turn tragedy into triumph. Willow's wrestling style remains as captivating as ever, a combination of power, agility, and emotion. Every performance reflects her gratitude for being able to do what she loves. She continues to serve as a beacon for fans who face their own battles, proving that strength is not just measured in physical might, but in the capacity to endure and keep smiling through pain. A symbol of hope and humanity. Willow Nightingale's story transcends wrestling. It is a reflection of the human spirit's ability to endure, adapt, and overcome. She has faced devastating injuries and financial hardship, yet she continues to radiate warmth and optimism. Her courage reminds us that vulnerability is not weakness, but proof of humanity. Through her struggles and her triumphs, Willow has become more than a performer. She has become a symbol of hope. In a world that often celebrates perfection, Willow stands proudly imperfect, resilient, and real. Her journey continues, one match at a time, as she carries the lessons of her past into a brighter, stronger future. She represents not just the heart of wrestling, but the essence of perseverance itself, the belief that even when life knocks you down, you can rise again, stronger and more luminous than before.